Evening, this is the special Board of Health meeting. This is also a remote participation Zoom meeting. It is a public meeting being recorded for cable, broadcast, and internet posting on www.dayton-ma.gov and YouTube. Zoom meeting number 898-7838-5023. Zoom meeting passcode is 007315. Zoom dial number is 1-929-205-6099. Call this meeting to order, and it is 5:28 PM. And for the pledge of allegiance.
All right, I've been here before.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I have Nicole Mello on the Zoom.
So Nicole does have to identify herself.
Oh, I'm sorry, Nicole, could you please identify yourself, dear?
Hi, Nicole Mello, board member. I'm participating tonight by Zoom.
She's our new member that got sworn in, yesterday?
Tonight's only order of business is to review, discuss, act on the open meeting law complaints from Patrick Higgins dated April 14th, 2022, and April 25th, 2022. At this time, could I have Town Administrator Mike Mullen please speak to this complaint?
Yes, I'm sorry. What, you were talking about the most recent complaint, Ms. Katebe, or the original one? I'm sorry.
Both, I believe.
Both, okay. So, the first complaint from Mr. Higgins, was relating to the meeting on 4/14/22, as he mentioned. He is calling attention to the fact that the Board of Health did have executive session meetings in September and November of 2021, and had just approved those executive session meetings. He also alleges that the board did not list the names of potential candidates to be considered for appointment to the animal inspector. We've had a longtime animal inspector who we all know. So we were not actually appointing or considering any candidate. So I'm not actually sure where that complaint is actually generated from. He also listed the fact that in the agenda for the meeting, there was a waiver of fee request from an organization named Tastefully Simple. And he wanted the applicant representing Tastefully Simple to be identified in the agenda. The same thing on the same agenda, for the applicant representing or who requested the Papa Squash Craft Fair temporary food permit fee waiver, and he brought to light a technicality that. Though an original agenda was posted that was later amended, the date and time of the posting for the amended revised agenda was not on the original, which is understandably a little convoluted. So, and as an action that he wanted the public body, being the Board of Health, to take a response, he's asked for the acceptance of the executive session minutes to be a priority as required by the open meeting law, and for the Board of Health to learn and comply with the open meeting law. I will say the open meeting law, and the decisions are made that are made relative to the open meeting law, they change and they evolve, and they set precedent on a very regular basis. But to that end, for this open meeting law complaint and the next one, as a town, we are planning an open meeting law training for all boards and committees, for mid-July. We have a number of new people on our boards and committees, who we want to bring everyone up to speed and bring them up to speed on the open meeting law and a bunch of other things, that we feel is important, for all members of the boards and committees, but also the staff representatives who support those boards and the committees as well. So that is the first open meeting law complaint. Then Mr. Higgins made a second complaint relating to the Board of Health meeting on April 25th. And he referenced a letter by the Board of Health here regarding the conducting of interviews for the then vacant Board of Health member position. There was actually a typo. There was a typo in the letter that actually created the appearance that the Board of Health actually held interviews for the vacant Board of Health member position, and they did not. So there has since been an updated letter that I'll have clarified exactly what happened, but that the Board of Health, the Board of Health as a whole did not hold any interviews. So that letter has been updated, and does really reflect, what actually happened in the April 25th, 2022 meeting. So I believe there wouldn't be any issues there. And again, this really goes back to the fact that this also goes back to the fact that we are prioritizing open meeting law training for everybody, and this is a priority, and Alec and we'll be moving forward to address this in the training issues in the coming months.
Will have signed up to take an open meeting law class
In the meantime,
in
May
May 21st.
that is great,
They're on it.
great.
Yeah,
And I think in the board's, in the board's answer to the complaint, the board or its designee, the board or its designee should provide that information in the answer to the complaint as well. And I just want to make sure for the record that for the record that all the members of the board state in the affirmative that they do have the complaint and they've reviewed it. That is actually also a requirement of the open meeting law.
I have, yeah.
yes.
And I like the idea of that townwide training, and that's good that you're gonna do it. I had it before scheduled, that's good.
No, that's really good.
Yes, I've received them as well and looked them over.
All right.
So thank you, Nicole.
At the discussion?
So I have a question then, so do we authorize an individual to, on our behalf, to work on this?
I will be doing.
Yes, to respond Two other complaint made relating to the April 14th, 22 meeting and the April 25th, 22 meeting, yes.
Okay.
Other discussion?
No.
Entertain a motion for town administrator Mike Mullen to be the respondent to the open meeting law complaints from Patrick Higgins dated April 14th and April 25th.
So moved.
I second that. Is that where we're at? Sorry.
Yep. You're all doing just fine.
Yes, we're struggling. We're going.
Doing fine.
We will now take a vote. Kevin Bernardo,
Aye.
Nicole Mello,
Aye.
motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you. The next one is what, public input?
Yep. Any public input this time?
Todd had something, what do we?
I do. It just came in today, Bristol Aggie is having their community open house this Saturday from 9 to 3 or something like that. We just received an application today. They want to have a milk truck at the event. And they submitted a fee waiver asking for the fee to be waived because it's obviously a free day for everybody. There's no money being charged. So see, they can pay after the fact if need be. We're going to put it on the meeting. I just wanted to know if everybody felt that it was okay to waive the fee for Bristol Aggie for that event. Otherwise, I'll tell them to pay the fee and then we can.
I would have to recuse myself from
I'll
it.
try you have to recuse.
Would you need, do we need to vote on this now?
You can't
or
vote on it, it's not on the agenda.
Not
I'm just
until the
looking
next
to
meeting.
know if everybody would be
Yeah.
comfortable if I told them to
Yeah.
not pay the fee right now, and then if the waiver doesn't happen, they can pay the fee afterwards, so.
Yes, I mean, Bristol Aggie does a lot for the community.
And yes, the event's open to the public, anybody's welcome to go. The Dairy Barn is not open at this time for the thing, but I recommend anybody go check out the dining hall, it's beautiful. And the rest of the buildings are fantastic too, but I'm personally very impressed with the dining hall, so. That's all.
Okay, I will take a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second that.
We'll now take a vote. Nicole Mello,
Aye.
Nato,
Aye.
motion carries.
Thank you.
Meeting is now adjourned at
Sorry about that, Todd.
5:40 PM. Good night, everyone, and thank you.
Aye.
Night.